that is less than. At 8, requested 2 additional EMS units, and those 2 additional units were immediately dispatched, one at 8:23 and the other at 8:24 p.m. At 8:28 p.m., a 4th EMS unit was requested. As you see, there were units available to respond in this incident. And we did, in fact, units responded, rendered care, and transported patients to area hospitals. Our firefighters, paramedics, and EMTs wear many hats within their daily duties as they serve this community. The messaging on the audio was incorrect and inaccurate. The statement regarding no units to send was not from communications. It was a statement made between units on the ground at the scene of the shooting. They were communicating with one another, not with fire communications. So at this time, I'll have any questions.
Chief, what would you say, so the union had expressed certain broader concerns that its members are, responding to high volume of calls, it's putting a lot of pressure on them. Do you think that there's adequate staff?
We have one of the busiest EMS systems in the country. I think we're 2nd busiest per capita in the nation. But we've consistently increased EMS units as well as starting new programs like Mobile Integrated Health Community Paramedics. Any other questions?
When this stuff comes out so quickly, I mean, it seems that everybody just jumps on the first thing that they hear. Why don't they ever just come and double check this thing? Because I seem like this could have been just avoided.
I don't know. I think some people heard some information that when people just hear part of the story, they don't necessarily hear the bookends of the stories. I think that's where we run into the dynamic at. What was going on when you heard someone say that we have no units left, it basically was pertaining to a staging event at the scene. So I think sometimes when people don't get complete information, they kind of go a little bit faster than they should.
Do you think there's any issues, I mean, obviously with negotiations going on and unions questions and rerouting trucks to other firehouses and a little friction between this was a miscommunication, but normally you guys are pretty good with dispatch saying what's going on.
Right.
This a little over the edge a little bit.
I'll go back to what I said earlier. I think that people are being a little bit more zealous with inaccurate information or incomplete information. We have some outstanding firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics out in the field, and that's one of the misunderstandings. It's a moving target anyway because people are being used, people are responding all throughout the day. We may have ambulances even respond from the hospital that initially they may seem that they're not available, but when the call comes out, they free up from the hospital and run to the call. But initially when an incident happens, everybody in the fire department, everyone at the lowest level are at least EMT trained. That means they're able to render care when they arrive on the scene. Some of them are paramedic trained, meaning that they have more advanced care skills. So their job is to get on the scene anyway first from the engines and the trucks and stabilize patients and prepare them for the ambulance transport. And that's what they did. And they did a fantastic job, and quite frankly, they do it consistently.
And that was my next question. When you send an engine out, I know that's a repeat, but they already equipped
Yes.
to act like a paramedic. And paramedic, not diminishing, is a transport.
Right. Well, as long as you're EMT and you have a transport unit, you're available to transport. But everyone, I don't know how else to explain it, they're equipped and trained to offer care and stabilize a patient and prepare them for transport. And we have that kind of scalar system. We have that kind of system built up, and we have redundancy in our system. So, and we have a busy system. That's just a fact. But I'll go back to this, and I'm going to bring it to a close if you all don't have anything else. Well, they did a great job, and I'm very proud of them. So thank you so much for your time.